Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the UIW Peck Em Podcast, your home for UIW football news and information and all the other stuff. I'm Jonathan, and I'll be one of your hosts for this podcast, and I'm joined by...
Marcos. A lot of people know me as Joel or Marcos, so I go by a million names. But glad to be back for another football season.
It should be an awesome season. I'm looking forward to it. So we did about 9 episodes last year. And so that was our first season, interesting getting this show going, kind of fun, and then, rough ending for us last season.
Yeah, it wasn't what we hoped for, even though, I believe we had a better record, or we beat the team, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, last season was really interesting because, we were picked. We were favored to go to the playoffs. And then the thing that got us was strength of schedule.
Yeah.
And we kind of had to fight those demons the whole time with our strength of schedule. Despite the fact that we played that FBS game pretty close against UTEP in the beginning.
Yep.
So hopefully we're able to, and I know we've stacked the schedule this year to not, to kind of counteract some of these concerns. That's why you're playing SDSU, and then Southern Illinois, at Southern Illinois. I think that's week 3 coming up. So we're hopefully gonna be able to, put some of those doubts to rest.
For sure. So hopefully, and you know what? It starts off on. Every game is an important game, right? Every game is an important game, but it starts off week 2, doesn't it?
That's right.
At the end of the season, they're going to have to look at week 2, and hopefully a win against South Dakota State, right?
Hopefully. Yeah, exactly. That's why and this is one of the first times in a while we haven't scheduled any FBS opponents. And so we're missing that big payday check over here from the big schools, but we are playing South Dakota State, reigning national champions over here. So that's going to be, no one can look at that and kind of scoff at it. We're taking on serious FCS talent here.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's going to be good. And I'm looking at the rankings right now. It's so crazy how they I get strength of schedule, but I'm also like, who else are they playing? And I guess they're playing each other. But last year, North Dakota State, 11-4. They're ranked number 2.
That's right. Yeah.
And so it's like, well, I guess that was that was like, I was going to give them the benefit of the doubt actually right now and be like, well, that's just from a stats perspective. No, that's also from the coaches pool.
Yeah, exactly.
From the coaches pool. And so it's just interesting to see how Montana State went 8-4. They're number 4 right now.
That's right. Yeah. You have a bunch of great teams, and then we're ranked, I believe, number 12, right? Preseason. Is that what you're seeing?
We are also on the coaches poll. We're 15, but you're right on the stats performed poll. Just the preseason in general. Mm-hmm. We are 12.
Yeah, definitely. So we're right in the mix in there. Of course the big thing last year for us, we were doing great all season, and then we struggled, of course, against Nichols, who ended up winning the Southland. It was a really big comeback season for Nichols. They were 0-3 to begin, and then came back to win the whole thing, and ended up beating us 45-32. What's crazy is that they were 4-4.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy. And then
no, for sure, no, that's wild. No, for sure. So actually, kind of correction,
mm-hmm.
Through the NCAA coaches poll, we are we're 15th.
Okay, for NCAA.
Yeah, for NCAA. Through Hero Sports, which is like a really good place to go and check out some really good football. Especially they cover FBS, FCS, but they cover it to a T though, and they have UIW at 12.
Okay, gotcha.
And they're usually pretty unbiased, but at the same time, they still got Montana State number 4. So, come on.
But overall, we had the off season to kind of regroup and get back together. And
it was a pretty big off season, and kind of like you're saying, regroup and stuff. couple things happened. We had numerous of transfers coming in, actually. So that's pretty wild. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got about 14 FBS, 12 FBS transfers in, actually.
That's right. Yeah. So and including 2 from Texas State, which I always like to see.
Yeah. Actually, like 2 from Texas, 1 from Houston, and we got a wide receiver that I think he's going to be a little bit of a stud wide receiver, but we'll see. From Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
I think I was looking at some of his stuff. I think he's going to be really good. And then from FCS, we got 7 all time. It should be, including Roy Alexander, and he's going to be good too. I think Zach Calzada is going to have a good core in general. I mean, he's going to have a good core in general from the wide receiver standpoint, tight end standpoint. I think we saw that he has a really good arm that we see, and so he can really throw it. And I think last year he did really well, obviously, but I think like at some points he was trying to get back in the groove of things, and then that second half he was just bombing him like one after another and another, and we're like, man, is this guy throwing records or something or what?
Oh yeah, no, I mean his stats from last season are great. I mean he went first team all conference, over 9 games, 188 to 283 completions, 66.4% completion rate, 2,598 yards, 19 touchdowns, 9 INTs, 5 rushing touchdowns. So also kind of a dual threat there. And we're pretty deep at quarterback. I'm pretty happy with as well with Torres out of Nebraska.
Yeah.
I mean he did great as well. 42.67, 62.7% completion rate, 544 yards, 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. So we got to see a little showing of him last season, and I was impressed with him as well. So I feel pretty comfortable like a quarterback. I'm happy we have Calzada back. I think he's going to really make some noise. And like you're saying, like he's going to be able to spread that ball around to all of our like awesome receivers.
Oh, yeah. A lot of them are going to be transferred, I believe, too.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll have his pick, and it'll be interesting to see who's going to be. You see, I know he had a favorite last year, but man, he still spread it out. Like, like we had. I remember one time we had like our fifth backup, and at wide receiver, and sure he went for like maybe 88 yards, but those 88 yards they were off of like 2 or 3 passes. He's finding them, and so it should be good, and that leads into this weekend home opener.
Absolutely, yeah. And so this weekend's 6 p.m. Central Time kickoff. You can watch on ESPN Plus. You can watch in Benson Stadium, obviously. And we're host to University of Northern Colorado. We played last year up in Greeley, Colorado, and we won 42-7 last year. But obviously, this is a new year, right? And they went 0-11 last year. Struggled under a first-year head coach, but they've been trying to. There's a few things about UNC that they've been kind of working on over the summer, mainly diversifying their playbook, because I know last year they were very, very pass heavy and it wasn't always successful. So they're going to be trying to switch it up and also not rely so much on the defense, but or on the offense, but like have the defense get in the mix and kind of play more cohesively. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see this team from Colorado come down to where it's probably be 100 degrees at the game day.
Yeah, probably. And I will say it's gotten cooler, but here in South Texas, what is cooler? I was working outside for the better part of the day yesterday, and it was 88 degrees, but it was a strong 88. It was I looked at it and I said 88 feels like 101, and I was like, how does that happen? Like, so. And granted, that was in the middle of the day, but still, it was hot. And so
It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. Looking at the forecast here for Saturday now, with any luck, maybe we'll see a little rain. Some light rain. And I say any luck, that normally sounds bad for a football game, but I think it may cool it off a little bit. But it should be around 95 degrees, maybe a little lower, around six, maybe 94 or sorry, 93, 92. But 30% chance of rain. So there we go.
There we go. That's something. That's something.
All. And maybe it'll be cloudy. Who knows? That'll always help.
For sure. But yeah, they're going to have their leading rusher back from a season ago. So David Afari. So he rushed for over 600 yards. But that's honestly we're going to have to hold him over. They also have another they also have another running back in Stewart, and he's gonna be it's kind of a 1-2 punch, but it's a lot different from a 1-2 punch to a small punch, I guess you can say. Like
That's right.
Yeah, because our defense is they stepped up, and I think we're gonna have a good defense this season, and I might be the homer in me. I'm not sure. But,
it's okay to be a homer on the podcast, I think.
So, yeah, no, for sure. But I still predict a blowout. I still think it's going to be UIW like 54-25.
Okay, yeah, that's a solid prediction. I like that one, and that's a higher score than last year. Of course, more of their scoring as well. Before I give mine, I know you mentioned the running back for UNC UNC, University of Northern Colorado. I keep thinking of North Carolina. I was like, wait, we playing UNC? Yeah, we are technically in Northern Colorado. But we're gonna have our top 3 running backs back. I got Gerald Wiley, 77 carries, 99 yards. 3 touchdowns. Timothy Carter, right, as well, with 377 yards, 2 TDs. Isaiah Robinson, as well, 2 TDs. We've also had a really strong running game too, and our defense has been great. We don't often talk about defense a ton, but we have 10 returners, 3 of the top 5, ranking 6th in pass defense and 15th in scoring defense. Those are some pretty dang good stats. So I'm gonna go with 34-7. I'm gonna go with 34-7.
Okay, that's a good
one less score.
Okay,
than last year, but holding them. And I wouldn't be surprised because we got some great defensive commits as well, especially that linebacker. So I'm excited to see how our defense does. I think it's going to be a fun game. Great one to kind of stretch our legs a little bit. But yeah, I'm definitely calling the blowout as well as you.
Definitely stretching the legs out. Definitely just kind of get the nick of things. But I think the heat, like you mentioned, it's going to be a really big factor for Northern Colorado.
Oh yeah,
it's not going to be pretty.
It's going to be hot for them. If it rains, it'll probably be humid. Yeah. So hot and humid. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun game
right now. It's 81 degrees, 82 degrees right now.
That's nice.
It was what for them?
Colorado.
For Colorado, yeah. For Greeley, yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah. It's bad when we're thinking 81, 82 is like amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
It should be a great game. Some good picks here. I think we got. There aren't too many as far as pick predictions out there right now.
It's pretty much everybody's kind of playing against just different. You got Jackson State versus UL Monroe, Louisiana Monroe. So that should be a good one. That's gonna be on ESPN Plus, so that should be good. Yeah, I think I don't know. It's up to you. You want to start our predictions this week, or you want to do it next week?
How about we just say win-loss this week, and let's just do 5 or something.
Yeah, that sounds good. Cause
5.
Yeah,
maybe the big ranked ones or something.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go against you on a few.
Yeah. I know. Last year we were just lining everything. Well, here's a ranked matchup. You got number 25, Youngstown State, number 6, Villanova.
Ooh, that's gonna be good. Oh,
By the way, this is tomorrow. That game is tomorrow if y'all want to watch that.
nice. That should be good. I'll probably take Villanova.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go with Youngstown on that. Actually, no, I'm gonna go with Villanova. The number 6 might be. I'm just being contrary at that point. Let's see. Yeah, so that's Thursday. Oh, okay. Here's a good one, and this is tomorrow. And I'm excited for this game for more reasons than one. But this is FCS versus FBS. So we're stretching a little bit, but North Dakota State, the Bison at Colorado.
Oh wow. I'm definitely gonna take Colorado on that one. I think that's gonna be it should be a fun matchup though, if they can if they can like keep up with Colorado. But yeah, I'm definitely taking Colorado as a win.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with you on that. I know we said we'd pick different, but to be honest, like these are both kind of common sense. I feel like I'm not here.
I can't justify myself to go for them yet.
Yeah, it's a really tough one. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's see. A lot of these are FCS versus FBS to begin, So number 4, Montana State.
Okay.
Versus Utah Tech.
Versus Utah Tech?
Yes.
Yeah. That's interesting. I'm going for Utah Tech.
I'm gonna go for Montana State.
I'll go for Utah Tech.
This is the first time we're going. Yeah, so this is good.
Yeah.
Good.
I knew you were going to go for Montana State. You know what? I'll go for Utah Tech. I'm
hoping for it. I mean, I'm really pulling for NDSU and the NDSU one because I want it to be chaos. But
right.
Let's see. Any others that are interesting you that you see?
Actually, there's a lot of this week 1. There's going to be a lot of HBCU games.
Yeah, let's pull some up.
There's Mississippi State versus Tennessee State. That's on Saturday at 6 p.m. So, well, we got UIW to watch.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I always do split screen,
Yeah, right. But yeah, I think I'll get Mississippi State on that one. Mississippi State.
Yeah, I'm going with you on that. Here, because all of these have been about the same, I'm gonna switch up on you.
Oh dang!
And I'll take NDSU versus Colorado because these have all been too spot on.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some more here. Let's see. Okay, Texas Southern at Prairie View A&M.
Oh, that should be good. Give me Texas Southern.
Okay, all right, there we go. Now we're switching up here. I'm going to Prairie View. All right, that's okay. You know what? I think we got 5 here. All right, let's recap this. All right, so Youngstown State versus Villanova. We both got Villanova.
I got Villanova, yeah.
NDSU versus Colorado. I got NDSU. You got Colorado.
Yeah.
Montana State versus Utah Tech. I got Montana State. You got Utah Tech.
Yeah.
Let's see, Mississippi State versus Tennessee State. We both got Mississippi State. In Texas Southern versus Prairie View, you got Texas Southern. I got Prairie View. So I think we're diversifying it enough.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, theoretically, I should go for Prairie View, but I mean, Texas Southern, them Tigers, they can pull it off.
They could. I mean, now are they? They're playing at Prairie View, and that's always a fun environment. So, I love Prairie View's band. I've gotten to see them a few times.
Oh yeah. I was reading that Texas Southern actually has a 9-game losing streak, but hey, every streak's meant to be broken. So even a losing one.
And new season's getting started. I mean, what more can we ask? It's all just fun right now, and I'm pretty excited that we got so many awesome Thursday games coming up. We'll for sure know about 2 of them, North Dakota State and Youngstown State tomorrow. So
yeah, so that would be good.
That would be fun. But okay, cool. You got any final closing remarks you want to make?
I just hope UIW really pulls it out. I hope they go undefeated. I honestly hope it'll probably be a close game, but I really hope they blow out. We'll talk about it next week, but I really hope they blow out South Dakota Tech. South Dakota Tech next.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I hope we have a super strong showing, and end up just running the tables on South Dakota State. I think that'd be awesome. And that's one of the games that even you and I, I mean, obviously we both work, but we're both very busy. We're both alums, and obviously, we're in two different cities. But like, if there's one game we talked about going to, it's probably that one. If we travel to one game, that'd be the game to travel to. So,
yeah, and man, and I always told Johnny, I was like, I never thought I would say this through. I never thought I'll say this through, being a South Texas boy, but man, I do love South Dakota though. In general, the state.
I know you always say that.
The state is beautiful. I will say that, but I go against their football teams. That's the thing.
You've been to Colorado a lot,
Oh yeah.
Have you ever been to Greeley before?
I've been to Greeley. Greeley's cool. Greeley, I've been to their rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. Yeah, it's a cool little space, cool little spot. They call theirs the Greeley Stampede, I believe,
Nice.
instead of Greeley Rodeo. But
I like that.
I want to say it's Greeley Stampede, and it's a cool little town. You could definitely see the mountains. And it is a beautiful area. I liked it. It's a cool little spot. It's not my favorite spot in Colorado, but it's a nice little spot.
Nice. Yeah. For those of y'all who don't know, so Joel's got some cowboy in him, because he used to go around to the different rodeos working for the Cowboy Channel back in the day. So you got to experience a lot of the U.S., and I bet you saw a lot of really cool spots, especially Colorado and Montana, and a lot of these spaces where these big sky schools are.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I've definitely been to Montana a few times. Very beautiful. South Dakota, beautiful. I will say that I passed the Montana University also. That was really cool. It's funny. Everybody says, well, don't go to East Montana because you might as well be in North Dakota. So South Dakota is like, yeah, we're beautiful. I don't know about North Dakota. It's like no one seems to like North Dakota.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that at all. That's interesting to hear.
Yeah, you want to talk about little brother? It seems like North Dakota is always little brother.
No, okay. Well, I feel like I'm learning something. Yeah. See, this is good knowledge to pass on to our listeners.
So, yeah. So it's pretty interesting.
All right. Well, that's a fun fact of the day. All right. Well, now we got something to talk we can talk back to our North Dakota brethren up there. I mean, their team is obviously really good. So but let's put this in our back pocket.
Yeah, no, I have been past Montana University, so that's cool.
Nice.
Montana State, I don't believe I have.
Okay.
But
Montana State.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how we play up in Montana State. That's going to be a different environment. I hear it's very rowdy. I've seen them play on TV before,
Yeah.
What's the weather like in Montana? I don't know what that weather's like.
It's usually a little cooler.
It's 69 right now.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. Yeah, it is. That's going to be a nice change for us.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. Well, all right. Okay. Well, this is about it. I think it's about it. I think we've hit a bunch. One question I was going to ask you is, what are you most excited to see this season from UIW in general, or just yes?
I want to see their passing game. It's probably what I'm most excited about. Last year I was really excited about the running game. And we did pretty good. But honestly, we kind of turned into a hybrid, a little bit of running, a little bit of throwing, but I think it was a little bit more passing, And I'm like, all right, well, Zach has a really good, we've seen his arm, everything's going good. If he stays healthy, I'm like, man, he really knows the playbook now. So I'm really excited to see and hope they utilize that passing game. I wouldn't be surprised with all these transfers coming in that they try to be a little more as a run team, but who knows? We'll see.
That's going to be fun to watch Zach again. And he's doing his graduate degree now, so, older, wiser, comes in with all the experience, and knows the system already, built up rapport with all the, all the players on there. And Coach Killop, second year. That's going to be fun as well.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I'm most excited about, and, I got this game penciled in. And, this is one I was talking to you about. Another one that I'm like, man, if we were to go to one, I wouldn't mind going to see us play SFA. That'd be interesting, especially with them having been out of the Southland for a little while.
That'll be good. And then looking ahead of time, another announcement. It's going to be a San Antonio showdown in 2025.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's right.
With back in July 29th, UTSA they officially announced that they'll host UIW September 13th, 2005 at the Alamo Dome.
That's right. That's gonna be fun. The rematch.
Yeah. So that should be fun. So yeah, it's a lot of things to look forward to with UIW in general this year, next year, especially against UTSA. Next year, but
it's gonna be.
We're getting ahead of ourselves though. We'll probably get a new quarterback in the new year, so we'll see. I believe, but it should be good, and so that's what I'm looking forward to. It's gonna be a good season. High hopes, really high hopes. Not like your Cowboys, but we have we over here in San Antonio at UIW. So.
Oh man, I'm not ready to talk NFL yet either. Our fantasy draft is on Monday, so I've got some work to do there. That's another story.
Well, thanks everybody for listening.
Thank y'all, and we will be back next week. And without further ado, Peck Em.
Peck Em.